Так. Так, запускаем. И мы продолжаем Mass Effect Andromeda. Всех с прошедшим праздником этой великой трилогии, которая не является Андромеда, а той самой трилогии. Бля, где настройки-то? Правильно. Не понял. Прошел уже день. Ну, что за хуйня? Прошел день, нам анонсировали. Сохранить, да сохранить. Нам анонсировали, когда выйдет ремастерка, и что продолжается работа. Это потому что она продолжается все-таки, а не началась. Продолжается работа по 4-й части Mass Effect. Надеюсь, это будет не Андромеда, в которую в данный момент я играю. Потому что это очень опасно. Никто не хочет вторую Андромеду. Даже я. Оно нам не надо. Ну вот вообще не надо. Так, а что по заданию вообще? А, какая-то инвалидки. Да иди нахер.
My department actually has colonial affairs to direct.
Ну, есть
and
такое.
You have new tools to help grow the initiative.
Опа.
AVP, ready for spending.
Я не бухгалтер.
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
Get off your perch. This is where numbers become lives. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us.
Ну так работай на это, ты хоть что-то должна делать.
Cryo group can be brought out. Want more security, like you chose at Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Поговори. Понимаю, говорю.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker.
Владимир.
Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we are doing.
Владимир.
Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Пробуждение групп пассажиров.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things. A lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Бывает. Очки перспективности Андромеды?
What's the rundown on AVP?
В чем смысл?
Much
Опа.
of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining
Milky
how to
Way?
measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
Он серьезно, он сказал Milky Way, блядь.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success.
Ну
Points
да.
aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear.
Ну и с чего
The
мне
more you
начать?
earn, the more...
Да-да.
All right, Brecca.
Так.
Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Да? Прям совсем на свое. Ну-ка. Военные. Да, мы же военные делаем. Коммерческие капсулы, торговая основа цивилизации. Ба-ба-ба. А. Тактика Апекс. Апекс. Ясно, понятно. Назад. Ну, покупкой продажи предметов я не занимаюсь. Научные, давай. Ясно, короче. Если честно, когда говнище. Военное снаряжение. Вот это вот можно, потому что патроны кончаются в Андромеде быстро. Ну вот как-то так. Что дальше по заданию? Что дальше у меня по заданию-то? Ага. Ясно, понятно. Я не туда хотел. Ну-ка, приоритет. С чистого листа. Первый удар не получится сделать. Потому что сервера Андромеды сосут хуй. Поплыли по сюжету. Керри.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Вы очень любите свою работу.
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
Правда можете их
Maybe a
испугать?
crisis is the time for hope, rather than hard truths.
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, who does that truly serve? The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Я буду участвовать. Что за фигня? Ну ладно, я буду участвовать, почему нет?
Interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
Ну да.
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or, hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This was more fun than I expected. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
О, катсцена.
Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Да, кстати.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
Ассистентка? Это ж...
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
Неплохо.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Выходит, что так.
I guess this is one bet that paid off.
Point taken. Always revel in your victories.
That's why I'm standing here.
Мышка не убирается с экрана, я не знаю почему. Я проверял, все не получается.
Of a prosperous future in Andromeda.
Вы меня не знаете,
Due
молодой
respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises.
Ну,
And a great
естественно.
one hangs it on the wall.
Ну, если не я, то
Yours are the
кто?
first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
И это только начало. И это только начало.
I plan on doing a lot more than that.
That's the confidence we need. Take charge and ignore your critics.
Careful, he'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
Нам нужны все, и хватит
This
ссориться.
isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be
Он
cooperating.
мне не нравится, но это
That's what I've been
правда.
saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
Though I worry about your decision on Eos, Ryder. A military outpost won't help feed the Nexus, not the way scientists might have.
But it will protect us from a growing list of threats.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on.
Да, кстати.
What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Оно мне не потребуется.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Это
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
точно. Ну хорошо. Блять, что? Что это такое?
This is Harry, back on the Ark.
Что
Go ahead.
такое, Гарри?
We may have found a way to talk to your brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
Так, что за пролаги?
A reminder, you have AVP outstanding.
Right. Have to talk to Addison's assistant about viability perks. Sounds useful.
Так, это, блядь, небольшие пролаги? Я не знаю почему. Андромеда, где оптимизация? Ты ее дома забыла? Видимо, да. Приоритетное задание. Лучик на отправить систему Онан. Что? Онаон? Онаноу? Онаноу. Да нажмись. Пропавшие ковчеги, но я не знаю где. Вот, на Нексусе надо, кстати, найти. И он где-то здесь. Вот в чем вопрос, только где? Здесь. Я так понимаю, где-то внизу. Ну, поплыли стыковочный отсек. Здесь не лагает, там лагает. Без понятия, что. Это не лаги, это, блядь, просят. Блядь, почему-то просаживается FPS. А почему? Я хер знаю.
Watch your tone.
Что случилось? В чем
Your
беда?
incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Только как-то это все грустно.
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
Он всегда так.
He was pretty abusive towards you. Is that normal?
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare.
Ну, бывает.
Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Ну и чем помочь-то?
Maybe there's something I can do.
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Так, поговорите с Кэш... Ну, блядь, опять назад. Я без понятия, почему здесь проседает все так жестко. На планетах или на самой буре ничего такого нет. Блин, слишком жестко. Прикол в том, что это даже не лаги. Просто обычная просадка FPS почему-то. А почему? Я хер знает. Давай залазь, кашка.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Нужны доказательства.
Without proof, this will be hard to deal with.
Tell me about it. My grandfather tried to tell Tan. He wouldn't believe him without proof.
Everything I hear about this guy makes me think less of him.
This is my surprised face. Look, I can work with everyday incompetence. But Spender's a traitor and a danger to this station. He needs to be dealt with.
Ну, конечно.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Ну, пока.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Хорошо, поговорить. Люблю разговаривать. Писец, как интересно. Отдай мне записи с камер видеонаблюдения. Черт.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Нет, все, добро.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Проверить записи охраны Нексуса. Нексус лагает сам по себе. Я не знаю, почему просаживается именно на Нексусе. Ёбаный Нексус. Ты что такой большой?
Huh. This file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait.
Господи, что?
Is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Ну, это подозрительно.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kodara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Погоди.
Let's go confront Spender.
А он вообще где обитает-то? Спендер. А, вот и он.
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running Colonial Affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
На меня.
There's evidence tying you to some pretty shady things, Spender. I saw the footage. You were handing something off.
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Секундочку. Временная Так, продолжаем. Ну, то есть мне нужно будет сейчас опять перезайти. Я не понимаю, Андромеда, что с тобой? Почему ты не хочешь мне нормальные настройки давать? Видео. По умолчанию. Пробел. Не знаю, может тут вертикальную синхронизацию отрубить, потому что она мне не помогает ни разу. Поговорить что? С кем? Зачем? Ну ладно. А чё по пропавшим ковчегам? То есть вообще не будет отображаться? Ну, знаете, кто-либо ковчеги Азари, Флорианском и Соларианском. Тут такая же. Такая же фигня. Задание Вале, буря. Молодого пыжика, кто это такой? Место убийства-то я смотрю. Мартышка в космосе, это интересно. Дополнительные задания, это всякое. Ну, значит, мы пойдем по приоритетному квесту. А лучших надежд отправлять в систему какую-то там. Вначале за мартышкой сходим. Иначе никак. Мышка. Съебись с экрана. Я не знаю, что делать. Мышка не хочет убираться с экрана. Ни разу. Вообще никак. Мышка как отдельная часть искусства. О, музыка. Ту-ду-ту-ду-ту-ду. Опа, 25. Общий зал. Ну-ка.
Here we are, one young piejack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh?
Что такое
Sam,
пых?
can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Что такое пыш? Что это такое? Что такое? Пышка, что это? Единственное, куда надо еще сходить, я так понял. Это жилая палм, нет, криоотсек. Да уйди, мышка, ну пожалуйста. Может что-то новое скажет, я не знаю. Ну так, я здесь. С кем надо было поговорить?
How do you feel?
Мне написано, надо с кем-то поговорить. Слышь, врач? Ну, говори.
Boy, Pathfinder, today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromos was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
Вот письки.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Хорошо. Так а где? С кем, доктор?
Harry, what's happening with Scott?
Well, we got him out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find him, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, he's still in a coma, but he
also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made
Ну,
contact.
это отличная новость.
That's incredible. He's okay?
Vitals are steady, but I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
Though in a coma, Scott's mental processes remain intact.
So is he okay?
You can ask him yourself. A moment while I establish a link with his implant. Proceed.
Scott? Can you hear me?
Is that you, Sarah? I don't understand. What's happening?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
Wow, really? How are we talking?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
Guess I'll take your word for it. I can't feel anything, but I still hear you. Is Dad okay?
Он занят на задании сейчас. Он мертв.
I'm not sure how to say this, but he's dead, Scott.
What?
There was an accident.
What do you... Accident? How... I mean, Dad...
I know. It was all very sudden. Nothing anyone could do.
I don't believe it.
I'm sure he'd want to be here now.
Did we at least find home? Dad kept talking about how amazing it would be.
Это, знаешь, ничего не... Все даже лучше. Ничего не получилось.
There's been some complications. Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
Вспомнили же мы... Ой, мы ему еще такой... Говнеца подливаем.
Scott?
Все, пиздец, Скотт пошел гулять.
This is all wrong. This is a nightmare.
Ну да.
Scott, it's okay. I didn't mean to.
His pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
I don't feel well.
That's enough for now. He needs to rest.
Ну,
Scott.
Ну, бывает. Ну, что я могу поделать? Тут, ну. Ну, а что я мог сделать? Я сказал правду. У меня опять экран решил погулять. Спасибо ему. Я сказал правду. Он умер, и все плохо. Синхронизация. Тоже можно отключить. Нахер не нужно. Мне, если честно. Такой, думаю, всем насрать. Стыковочный отсеклан. Полетели. Он такой, я не верю. Это сон. Это все бред. Ложь. Ладно, полетели. Ну что же еще тогда делать? Зона стыковки, стыковка, буря. Вернуться на бурю? Конечно. А как иначе? А как же иначе? Мышка, ну ты не кстати вообще ни разу. Не, ну нормально, все равно лучше. Кора хотела с тобой поговорить, я понимаю. Вначале я хочу навестить... Ну серьезно, что это такое? Что ты такое? Погладить.
Whoops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine. Won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
У Шепарда был хомячок, рыбки, а у нее пыжик. Ебать.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Это было жестоко.
Wow, you fight side by side, then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
Что тебя привлекло?
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic.
Ну, как бы это отчасти правда.
I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
Определенно не было. Что это значит? Что это за ответ? Отец умел вдохновлять.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
It sucks, but it happened. We need your mind on the mission.
Always is. But I'm human too. Need time to find a way through. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Ну, да. Кто-то мечтает о розах. Это он так сделал только что? Ужас какой, драк. А ты что тут стоишь?
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Ну, я стараюсь.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Я поговорим позже.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Конечно. Лекси?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean Peebee?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Настрой команды.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Люди в команде.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
How's Liam?
Increasingly reckless, even for Liam. Almost like he's trying to impress someone.
Who? Me?
Be careful there. Liam looks up to you. It'd be easy for him to put you on a pedestal.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you.
Это она была
Just
единственная,
because she
кто
trusts his
был
judgment
рядом.
doesn't mean she's not confused or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Ну не в коридоре же.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
А, ну все ясно.
Thanks for the insight.
Еще увидимся.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
С кем еще можно поговорить? Ну-ка. А давай уж поговорим со всеми тогда. В чем проблема? Ну, как тут темно. Что вот с этой дверью не так? Открой. Почему я должен проходить через вот это? И спускаться по лестнице. Перед этим нажать приоритет задания и луч надежды. Ну вот тут в чем проблема, а ну откройте. Что-нибудь интересное, что-нибудь новое появилось? Нет. Да блин. Я застреваю. Тут тоже никого нет. Тихо. Тихо, 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 тихо. Так. Что может нам рассказать? Лайм.
That vault feels like early brain surgery. Just poking and hope. Yes?
Да. Ясно.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Я знаю. Я знаю. Все знают, но на самом деле ничего не знают. Опа.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just...
Ну серьезно? Как же вовремя? Найти дом. Мой план номер 1.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
У тебя кто-нибудь есть?
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean someone special.
Special? Oh.
Ты в
You
смысле?
mean like... Oh.
Oh.
No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Надеюсь, скоро будет.
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that.
Даже не ожидал.
And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
Не стану тебя задерживать.
You probably have work to do.
You know where to find me.
Так, осталось попиздить Биби. Только где она? В чем вопрос? Где ее искать, эту сучку? Ветра, Нуа, Сэм. Господи. Это кто? Гил. Кто такой Гил? Кто такой Гил? Кора, это понятное небо. Суви. Кто это? Кто эти люди? Сложно. Пока все слишком сложно. А, вот Биби. Ебать тебя в сраку. Что тут делаешь?
Hey there, got a sec?
Sure.
Твой текущий проект.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Именно, следующий вопрос. Ну, не буду тебе тогда мешать.
Thanks for chatting. Well,
You know it.
Я пока не очень хорошо знаю команду, поэтому... Ну, кроме тех чуваков, которые с нами ходят. Естественно, потому что они с нами ходят. Поэтому я их и знаю. На самом деле, вот так вот сделать. Чтобы я мог свернуться. Потому что иначе все поломается. А оно мне надо? Не надо. Оно мне надо? Не надо. С кем еще можно попиздеть? Ясно. Видимо, ни с кем. Ай-яй, ай-яй. Застреваю пока что. Меня это бесит. Тут никого.
Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Суви.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Вечеринки.
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for? Oh, Ryder, you're adorable. I know.
Не знаю. Можно в лоб сразу.
I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way. I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here.
Это, знаешь, Райдер просто идет в лоб.
No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing you up here. Oh my goodness, Ryder.
Ну и ну, Райдер.
The accent. The accent is, I mean, it's not the only thing, but...
Ломается,
okay, I should just
как...
go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me now.
Ryder, thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual. Yes. I mean, time to pathfind. Serious business. Saving everyone.
Это опять как девочка на утреннике. Он такой, блять, куда я попал?
When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Не трусь, прорвемся.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine. Когда...
What can I do for you?
Расскажи мне о
You know,
Соларианцах.
I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out
40
here.
лет жизни? Всего? Я
I'll let you
честно...
concentrate.
Ну, я знаю, что Азари живут несколько, блядь, сотен лет. Что Кроганы тоже живут так же. То, что... Что это... Как их... Как мне ты... Карта скопления мне нужна. А луч надежды вот сюда. Кварианцы тоже живут достаточно много. Вот Сало, походу, очень быстро живет. Очень коротко. Ну вот это был просто пиздец.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
Столкновение неизбежно.
I'll stop now.
Это что? Это О, блядь. Нам жопа. Я так понимаю, это корабль Кета. У нас проблемы.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back.
Сканируй их в ответ. В чём проблема? Да, все так быстро. Где тот, кто активировал реликт? Здесь их ДНК. Отвечайте. Ну, только после вас. Кто вы, блядь? Мы ж вас сожрем.
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
Все, я разозлилась в сердечко.
You can't take a ship full of people just because you feel like it. Who do you think you are?
Enough.
Довольно. Ваше сопротивление.
This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it.
Давай. Идите в жопу. Слабак.
Report.
Докладывайте.
Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
Ну, неплохие катсцены. Вот катсцены мне нравятся, что там, что там.
It will be tight.
Hello? Yes!
Yes. Красиво. Нет, вот это поистине красиво.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah.
Да.
But who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Что такое?
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
А что случилось? Буря настолько сильно повредилась от одного столкновения с этим инвалидом?
We're being contacted.
Это кто еще такие, мать твою?
We have to land. Open a comm.
Кого садиться куда? И что? Кто? Что?
Listen, sorry to just show up like this, but I swear we're the galactic good guys.
Чего? В смысле смеяться? Нет. А меня спросить? Я, конечно, все понимаю. Райдер, все такое, да. А меня, блядь, спросить?
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Красиво-то красиво. Вопрос только в другом. Почему меня не спрашивают, хочу ли я садиться или нет? Райдер раз и на бутылочку присела.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
Повеселее.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids.
Нормально. По-моему, они меня сейчас примут. Ебать команда этих. У тебя оружие, у тебя команда в 2 раза сильнее их. Почему они про... Кого?
Need me to take my shoes off?
А обувь снять. Шутки. Что? Я еще не понимаю. Иди вперед. Пошли, ты что? Как? У меня есть... А что с пальцем? Боже мой. Райдер, ты что, руки не умеешь держать? Это что?
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Ангар, блядь.
Hello. I'm a pathfinder with the initiative.
Yes.
А как она
you
начала их
crossed
понимать?
dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A pathfinder.
Как мы начали их понимать?
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
У вас есть хранилище. У вас есть хранилище.
Our intentions are simple. We'd like to look in your vault and then we're out of here.
Мне вы нахуй не нужно.
Simple. You don't know anything.
Да, ты как будто знаешь.
I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will
В
stay on
смысле
your
моя
ship.
команда останется на корабле? Я против. Меня сегодня хоть кто-нибудь спрашивать будет, что я хочу?
Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Заебись.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
А я отказываюсь. Где моя команда? Так. Мне это не нравится. Я пошел. Идите в жопу. То есть, так, да?
Closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone.
Я вас
Ephra's
понял.
guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
Я недоволен.
I suppose.
Почему, Райдер, ты так... Райдерша, ты такая...
If you're the
нюня?
governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
Мне не нравится. Вы мне не нравитесь. Гуляете, просто не подходите к толпе. То есть вот так вот, да, первый контакт проявляется. Почему мы не вышли с оружием? Почему на меня направлены стволы? Я против. Шепард не выпускал никогда свое оружие, а это что вообще такое, блядь? Отвратительно, нахуй. Мы идем минут 5, они даже не разговаривают. Вообще все такое.
It's just a scanner.
Put it away now.
Take it easy.
Я даже просканировать ничего не могу, ублюдки. Мы так и будем идти, да? Интересно, да. Водопад. В тишине идем. Еще они идут ужасно. Они проваливаются. О боже. Как мы начали их понимать? Это... Сэм что-то сделал или что? Почему мы резко... Они начали говорить на каком-то хулюмулюмском языке, а теперь мы их понимаем.
This is the Resistance headquarters.
Я, конечно, все понимаю.
Ephra is waiting inside.
Я не хочу, идите на. Ладно, пошли, окей.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak.
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay?
Хорошо. Эй.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I I know.
Я знаю. Что на меня так смотрит?
Our
Бабу
experience
первый
with
раз
the
увидел.
kit makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
Понятно.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were
Не смогли защитить собственную...
Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold.
Кого?
This is one of
Эфра
the
это
aliens
пришелец
from the
с Млечного Пути. Что? Я человек. Я не
It's an
пришелец.
aggressive move coming to Aya.
Так точно.
My people from the Milky Way were bold enough to come to Andromeda. I need to be at least that bold to save them.
So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
Но мы сильнее их.
There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us. And you.
Я не справлюсь без нее.
Let me show you what I can do. I won't take one step without your approval.
You have no idea what you're dealing with. The Angara learned years ago the perils of messing with vaults. So did the Ket, for that matter. We're done here.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says
Его рука
is
трясется, или что это? Что это, блин?
The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Добро пожаловать.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Что это, блин, такое? Знаешь, а вдруг тебе такой, бля, пиздец. Можно я теперь посканирую цветочки?
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Конечно.
You know I will.
Нет, данности, бесполезно. Что тебе надо?
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life. Why did you do it?
Ради
I
приключений.
couldn't resist the adventure of a lifetime.
I know the feeling. There's a rush in taking a chance and hoping for the best.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
Ну, я постараюсь, ладно.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
О, корабли, кстати, могу просканировать. Космических транспортов различных материалов стоит 3%, пластик 30%, химическое топливо, она создана транспорт пригоден для длительных межзвездных путешествий. Дойдите покататься. Пустите меня на мой корабль.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Лучше, чем здесь.
You ready to go?
Ну, пошли.
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
А, у меня не спрашивают, мне даже идти не дают, я иди сам. Ну
I'm
щас.
just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Что он ест-то? Действительно.
Do the translators not work?
They work.
I know we're improvising as we go, but let's remember that there is Pathfinder team protocol. Don't think I got that handbook.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jal?
Seriously?
Серьезно?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
Ну, говори что-нибудь.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Ну,
Jal's
получается,
told
что
me about
так.
these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact
Кто
with
бы
our
сомневался.
scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Кому? Мне? Кому мне?
Wait, what? Kidding. Just be ready.
What have you gotten yourself into?
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Мы начинаем. Посетите... Или... Посети Хаварл, или Вари. Вопрос на миллион. А где сейчас? Дил, это понятно. Лайм, Лекси. Жал. Это второй этаж. Да?
Still compiling my first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait. Feeling okay?
Ну, ясно.
I'll be here if you need me.
So, Jal,
So,
we haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
Ага, как и ты.
And you're alien to us, so there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
А если мы тебя
It
убили?
had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
Нет.
How do you know Moshe Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting.
Exciting?
There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value? That sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them.
Что? Ты
I
интересный.
should get back to my work.
Будет весело до встречи. Ты интересный.
When we have downtime, I'd love to watch you work.
Sure. I could show everyone.
No. Just us. So we can get to know each other better, or just share a hobby.
Oh.
А,
Of course.
да, конечно.
Good. Good.
Гель. Хорошо. Хорошо. Хорошо, что ты такой сразу убежал. Такой, ну нахер. А ты что думаешь, Лимон?
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Идея отличная. Я
Taking a
тоже хочу
breather for a good
киношку.
movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Загружайте видео с Nexus новое ковчег начала. Так. О, спасибо, что открылись.
I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
Надо полагать, ты шутишь.
Didn't think you were the type to run from trouble.
Well, when you put it that way. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
Угу. Ну, не буду тебе мешать.
Thanks for chat. You know it.
А что там по кораблю-то? Что случилось?
There you are. Gotcha.
Разговариваешь с
Do I
двигателем?
need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it.
Ну, а кто знал, что там стоит Архонты?
You play poker?
Конечно.
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Ты можешь пожалеть об этом.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Ну, окей. Ну вот, это уже больше похоже на то, что игра пытается раскрыться, нежели в начале. Так, а зачем я сюда спустился? А, потому что я Колд? Возможно. Не буду скрывать. Так, а что я тут делать? Мне как бы это наверх надо. Или нет? Или можно пройти так? Можно и так пройти, конечно. Я не против. В свою каюту надо еще зайти. Там, наверное, и закончим.
Take on the Angara, old man?
Strong, honorable survivors.
Что тут происходит?
Hey, Ryder.
Привет, Райдер. Не стал задерживать. Ясно, ничем.
You know where to find me.
Ничего не скажешь. А ты что? Тоже ничего мне не скажешь?
Hey, kid.
Эй, малыш.
Sure.
Конечно. Ясно. Понятно. Так, это моя каюта. Где он? Привет.
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Почтовый терминал. Фу. Кому, Рэй, отпьюсь. Ну, неважно. Есть план. Так, рыцарь. Угу. Ну, пока поначалу пройдемся. Тут на данный момент я вынужден сохранить игру и прощаться. С вами был Зик. Не забывайте ставить лайки, подписываться, комментировать. Был Mass Effect Andromeda. Всем до встречи и всем пока.